suck me.
Is that the mask?
Yeah.
Yes.
Somebody
That's not what he
stop
says,
me.
but
Is that not what he
suck
says?
me.
What does he say?
he says somebody stop me.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, that's
Oh.
what I said.
Somebody
That's
stop
what
me.
Gage said.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are we
That's what we're
recording?
saying. Yeah, we're recording.
Oh.
All right, we're gonna speed run this one.
Yeah.
Do we want to? We'll talk really fast, and then we'll stretch it out in post.
Can we do that? We should try that. We should try doing that.
Yeah, we should be doing that.
We should try doing that.
Yeah. Hey, welcome to Hive Scum. I'm going to be your host. No,
It's been a long time.
That's not time.
No. Welcome to Hive Scum, the podcast for the 28 community. I'm Terry. You can find my blog down below.
You should just say all of us.
Next to me, my co-host is Steven at Sexual Steven on all of your delicious gaming sites. Over here, we have Gage at Jumpin' Gage.
That's me.
Gigantic Gage's Guns, his workout site. You can find him over there. And then we are joined by with a guest here. We got a guest sitting here.
You want to introduce them?
Feels a little left out.
Shane, the Seeing Well man, is here with us, joining us.
Really shot your shot. That is half inaccurate.
Anyways, do you guys want to actually introduce?
No,
them?
I thought that was really
Yeah, that's
good. And
great.
we should just keep
Okay,
it
great,
going.
cool. You could actually find their things down below. So if you actually are curious about. Anyways, well, Shane is here. Shane, do you want to introduce yourself since I botched it?
No, I thought the personal touch was nice. It feels nice to be welcomed in such a pro-site environment.
Listeners, we are joined by Shane, the blind man, the flagellant and the fool, GRUB GRUB Press.
Anyways,
Close personal friend of all three of you.
Well, yeah, I mean, yeah, that too.
a
But
beautiful head of hair on this
Thank you.
guy. Is that real?
Whittle Goblin's brother.
100% real.
What else?
Fun guy.
Fun guy.
Rasputin's long lost son.
Oh,
I prefer.
It's a
Beautiful.
deep cut.
that is a deep cut.
Yeah. Shane, why the hell are you here?
Yeah.
Well, that's a long story.
Give us the abridged version.
Yeah, the cliff notes.
You have until my French fries get here. If you
which
want to
is
know
how
why
much?
I ordered French fries, you can go to the Patreon episode.
Is it because you're hungry?
Patreon.com/HiveScum. Dude, spoiler.
It's the kind of story you'd be surprised to find out.
So anyways, how'd you get here? Why are you here? And what are you doing here?
Well, what was it? 4 weeks ago, we were all in New York. 4 or 5.
Yep.
Oh, yeah,
For
something
your
like
event.
that.
Hard to be a godling.
Yeah, and then you guys expanded your studio and asked if I wanted to come, and I said not at all. But that's really cool.
That's literally
I'm
not what you
excited.
said.
I said it'd be.
You
really
said I would
cool,
love that.
but not in the cards right now. And then 1 week later, I said, okay, I guess I'm leaving DC. So what's going on?
It's in the cards.
And then
now you're here.
Yeah, and now I'm here, partially in Gage's guest room and partially in the studio.
Ta-da.
You had a nice little mix to this studio. It's nice to have just something else going on.
Another artiste.
Yeah, it's cool.
Yeah, it's been nice. I mean, I've spent so much time like just making stuff in my own house that it's nice to like force anything to be out and around people. And just I'm also someone who loves being in a shop and in an active shop, so it's nice to like, it's
Body
creatively
doubling.
invigorating.
I love body double.
Body doubling is so productive and helpful.
Is that when you work out so hard that you
see
get
double.
twice as strong?
Oh.
You get twice as strong and you see double.
Yeah, you see double?
No.
Some of us see
It is the
double.
act of just being in the same room as someone that is also working.
Oh, okay.
That
That's why
way,
they like office work.
yeah, you feel more...
Oosh,
You feel more responsible because someone else is there.
Oh, really? I've never heard this term before.
Have you really never heard this term?
Never in my entire
Talked
life.
about it on this pod before.
It's the return to work propaganda.
Oh,
mostly.
thank you,
It's the
Gage.
return of the king.
I just took that like without even like acknowledge. Gage just handed me a beautiful, delicious Canada Dry, and I literally just took it, like not even
You're
thanking
just like,
him.
all right, yeah, whatever.
Oh, here you go. You're bringing out the drinks again. Thank you, Gage.
You're welcome. There was such a build-up for that one.
I had to get that one cracked.
Ooh, it is dry.
Damn, this shit dry.
Oh, that is a nice touch.
It's like a bunch of sand.
That is a
Yeah.
nice touch. Where were we?
Body doubling. You've
Body
never heard
doubling.
about it, even though
Never
we've
heard
talked
of
about it in this podcast 4 or 5 times.
Well, listen. Sometimes things go in one ear and then out the other ear.
That's true.
That's why we wear the headphones to keep it in.
And boy. Yeah, so body doubling, you get more work done, you're more engaged. I get it, I feel that.
Mm-hmm.
But it's also, like I said, it's just nice to have somebody who is operating on a different wavelength and here for a different reason than the rest of us. Now, what are you doing here?
What am I doing here in the
What are you-
studio
what are you
right
doing
now?
here?
Well, as the spontaneous move happened, I have so much of my things in storage in a different state, and everything I brought here has just been
Grub grub.
art stuff. Yeah, GRUB GRUB Press, which is my pretty close to new, like in-house, formerly of in-living room printing setup for books and zines and stuff. So I've set that up a week ago, and I've been pretty much just printing a bunch of shit for me and friends of all of us for the for Adepticon. So it's been a fun little mix of hand manufacturing.
You've got quite the setup, I gotta say. This is quite the setup.
Thank you. I'm particularly proud of the one most important piece of the setup, which is the giant fake painting of a clown possum, which
Oh, that's
it
fake?
was. Well, I think it's like a digital painting, but it's printed on a thing.
Boo.
No, dude, it's a clown possum. It was the best day of my whole life. I went to a possum rescue. I pet a blind possum, and then I bought that. So
Yeah,
anyway,
that's
you're
big.
gonna
That
boo
rocks,
that?
Yeah.
Yeah, I won't boo that.
Thank you, Terry. You're so sweet.
We have a little animal rescue place near us, and they have a possum that was hit by a car, and it's got like a kind of a bum leg or whatever. Its name is Dobby, and it's so
Harry
cute.
Potter.
Was
if you want to hear,
was it you?
And the guy will come out, and feed it like strawberries every once in a while, and Dobby loves strawberries.
Dude, how much can I pay to feed Dobby strawberries? I'm dead serious.
You can
probably
come.
free.
Where I think. I think my mic is loose. Me and the Golds are going to go there on Saturday. So if you want to come with and see this possum, you can. She really likes turtles.
The possum or
No, my daughter really likes turtles. Big
very
turtle
particular.
fan.
Yeah.
She's really into them and really into fish. And I keep being like, just wait, Sprig's coming, and we're gonna go fishing. We're gonna find a turtle. And so I got to keep that promise.
Do you think she's
sure?
going to like fishing, or she's going to be like, that's mean?
I don't. I feel like as a kid, you don't really know what's happening at all. So it's like you can't. Maybe she will like see the animal and be
I think
like,
early fishing memories is 100% why I'm vegan.
really?
Seeing a hook go through like the head of a fish,
Going through its eyeball.
and I'm just like, oh, I killed this thing. I'm
Yeah.
like, damn, that
I took
sucks.
a life.
I took a life.
And my dad's like, it's all right. I'm just like,
Yeah, throw it
it's
back
not.
in.
No, it's not.
Throw it back in.
Ice fishing, though, kind of rocks.
Ice fishing rules.
Hot boxing a little thing with your daughter, dude.
I mean, I just like sitting out on the ice.
Yeah, she could smoke her first cig.
That's
I mean,
cool.
that is like ice fishing things are. Anytime you talk to somebody who goes ice fishing, it's just like
Never about the fish.
it's never about the fish,
Yeah,
and it's
at all.
always just about drinking at 7 a.m.
Yeah,
out
yeah.
on the ice.
Hey, like any artist, it's about the process.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Anyways, I don't know where were we there.
Yeah.
yeah.
Body
Yes.
doubling. We're back at body
and
doubling.
we were
Yeah.
we
And
wanted
you're
to
gonna
talk
double.
About, we wanted to talk about
telling me
Gage.
about what you're doing.
No, we wanted to talk about Gage. We wanted to see what Gage was up to. Gage, what are you up to?
Truly, just like no.
No, I saw it coming.
What have I been doing?
he is going first. Thank
Yeah,
God.
I'll just fucking do it, dude. We're on our 4th driver now for delivering my French fries. I
How
don't know
many
what's
drivers?
I don't know what's happening, dude. Reese Shaw now is delivering my food.
It's definitely because it's
Shout
a
out to
free
Reese.
delivery.
It's a free
Shout
delivery.
out.
I tipped him fucking $7, dude.
Oof, they're splitting this up. It's just like,
gonna
each
get to
get a
the second
buck.
You
driver.
get $1. You get $1.
Maybe they're all in the same car. They're just riding together.
Well, it was a Honda Accord. It was a Hyundai Elantra. Now it's a Toyota Highlander.
Oh, that's a nice car.
Reese Shaw. His phone number is 4.
You should give him a call right now.
8004.
What the hell? Oh, what was I been doing? What was I been doing?
What have you been doing?
I've been playing a lot of World of Warcraft.
Nice.
New
dude.
expansion's out. It's awesome. Besides that, I've been here working on Bro Pro. Shane moved in, and he's a player in Bro Pro, and we've had to hide a lot of stuff from him and have secret
uncomfortable
mission.
Shane, I'll tell you everything that's happening.
Oh my
in Bro Pro
God!
right
I'll
now.
scream.
Don't do it! Don't
so
do it!
loud.
Don't do it! Don't do it!
That's been a lot of it. That's really been all my hobby. Yeah, I like sketched my warband the other day out for the Necropolis event that I think we've talked about that we're going to.
I don't know if you.
We're going to a Necropolis event hosted by Harry in a castle in England.
Yeah, a classic.
It's gonna be sick as shit.
It's gonna classic
cool.
castle.
Yeah.
The one that you've done. You've done this same thing, but last year we talked about it.
Yes, but that was a church.
But it's not
That was in a
church.
church.
What's
This one's
this
in
one?
a castle.
This one's in a castle.
This one's in the steeple, and if you open it up, there's all the people.
There's a little penis.
So,
What?
Do you remember how that worked?
Yes.
I think it depends on the denomination of the.
This is the church. Oh wait.
Here's the church, and
Here's the church. Here's the steeple.
Open it up.
Somehow you gotta like fold your hands.
Yeah,
like
and
this,
then
though,
see all the people.
All the people.
Yeah, but then what was the
Lit-
other one? Here's
lit-
the diaper. Here's the baby.
Oh,
here's the
something like
diaper. Open it up, and here's the penis.
No, it's a poop or something. That's
And then you just have your little finger waving.
listener, do it along with us. And if you can do it first try, no warm ups, then feel good about it.
Then you get $500 free.
$500. You just have to send in a video of you doing it first time, no warm ups.
No
and you have to
warm-ups.
say first time, no warm ups. Otherwise, we can't
You have
trust
to
you.
timestamp the video.
Send
otherwise
that-
we'll know.
Yes.
Send that video to hivescum@gmail.com.
Perfect.
With the subject
I did it.
$500. I did it.
Yeah.
$500 claim.
Yeah.
Remember when we used to do some giveaway stuff? And it was always J3, I feel like. That was always
won it every time.
He
just no
listens
matter what it was.
a second after the episode drops and would always be like, nope, here it is.
Can we do a giveaway?
Sure.
Is there anything we could give away?
We have.
We can give them the new thing we're going to have at Adepticon.
No, we can't do that.
Why?
We have the other ones we need to get rid of.
What are they?
No, we can do the thing.
What
Oh,
thing?
old
The
shirts?
little,
Oh, the thing? Oh, we don't have to tell them.
we don't have to tell them what it is. We'll just,
Yes.
you will get a
Oh,
special
okay.
prize.
That's
Okay.
cool. That's
Yeah.
even cooler because it's like, it's a mystery.
It's
Yeah.
a new thing
It's
that
a
we will be
mystery
selling at Adepticon
That's
this
true.
year. It's
Well,
a
now we-
special
I'm
thing.
gonna
figure
call
out-
in fucking immediately.
All right, so we have to think of a question.
What's a good
this
question?
Stinks. What is the... No, that's not going to work.
It's got to be like a date. You know, like in a movie when like a date pops up and it says something. You know, it's got to be something like
Yes,
that. That
yes,
you can't
yes.
just Google it.
How about this? I'm reading one of the Ravenor books right now. I don't know which one. In this book, he is not in the current timeline, and he's on a planet that has psychoactive thorn bushes. What year is he in when he's there?
God damn.
Do you? Is that a date that you can
Yes.
you can pull?
I don't know my
That
head
you-
right
who
now.
is you'll remember?
Who's the character?
It's Ravenor's there.
Okay,
Harlan Nail's there.
all right.
Classic. The Batman villain?
This woman with a long
That's
name
Harlan
that
Nail's.
I can read but not say.
I love that.
And you know how it is with these
Yeah,
books.
I do.
Even, dude, honestly, with these, we've talked about the Ravenor books a little bit on the Patreon episode, but like, Gage's order got canceled. His franchise got canceled. Somebody just ate that shit and
Does
never.
that mean you get a refund?
What the fuck? Your delivery person ran into an issue and cannot finish your delivery.
He crashed his
picked up
car,
your
then the next guy crashes the car, then the next. Oh, maybe it's because it's so icy out.
I don't give a fuck. I tipped $7.
Do you get that back?
I better. I'm going to call Mr. Eats right now.
Yeah, you better call Mr. E.
You got to go back to the question. What
Anyways, though, I mean, that's the question. It's pretty much just like that. I think that is information you could probably even find by like Googling well enough. And then, yeah, I'll have the date ready to go, and whoever gets it first wins.
How should they
You have to,
submit?
email us at hivescum@gmail.com. And, yeah, but so going back to this, when you freaking read names, sometimes it's just like a word, and you're like, I know that character by the name
That I read.
And talking to Levi, our friend who aggressively audiobooks everything, I was talking
Does
to
not
him.
play at all.
I was talking to him about like the Eisenhorn books or whatever, and he named a character, and I was like, I don't know, what book are you on? Like, I don't know that character. And then I realized it's like just a main central character that I've been saying.
Which character?
It was Patience Kiss. It's KYS is the last name, and I always just said like Kais or something like that. I was always just like
Kiss.
Yeah. And I was just like, oh, that's a cool last name. Even like Harlan Nail. I've always said Niall in my head. And then it was just like having a conversation with him where he's like, it's Niall. And I was like, damn. I wish I didn't know that. Fucks me up.
Well, to be fair, in the audiobook, whatever the actor makes up, so
That's
your version
true.
could be your version.
That's
so
true.
How many? You guys listen to Warhammer audiobooks a lot?
I do.
No, I don't
Do
really.
they all have Warhammer accent?
I mean, ish.
The one I listened to did, and it made me not listen to it.
That's interesting.
I listened to the Beast series,
was 40,000.
and I got maybe an hour in, and I had to turn it off because the guy was so
Just
boring.
two Warhammer?
He was so boring.
Yeah, same thing.
Have you ever read a book and then a movie came out?
While you're reading it?
Either while you're reading it or shortly after.
That's the same.
Dune? You were reading it, and
I read it, and then almost immediately after, like, I don't know, a month later, they were like, the movie's coming out. I was like, so hyped on the movie. And
You never saw it.
let's say I saw the first one, won't see the second one.
As someone who was also
I was
reading
like,
the books when
meh.
it came out, I'm right there with you.
Yeah.
bud.
How you can it's just like, meh.
If you're gonna be
was
wrong,
okay.
be weirder and in the '80s. I'll watch that one all the
But
time.
do you
Yeah.
think that the visuals for the movie like captured the book for you?
I thought it was just fine.
Okay.
I thought Hans Zimmer did a great job.
Hans Zimmer did a good,
You know?
did a good job.
I thought it was fine.
Can you play that?
I
Jamie,
thought-
play the track.
I can't.
The
I'm trying to get
pacing
my
of the
fucking
book,
money back.
as like
from
looking
Uber.
over it, like the pacing of the book is like very unique and interesting, and it's so slow, and everything feels very like you're living in it, like you're there. And in the movies, it was just like, wait, we're already going here, like, dude, what? Like, I don't even. There's no build up. I don't even know who this
I was
character
gonna say,
is. Basically,
even like
Arrakis
halfway
jump.
through the book, like the pacing then immediately swaps to being super accelerated. And I'm like, how did the movie make it even more accelerated?
yeah.
Was Arrakis not like right off the rip?
No, they spent a lot more time. It's been a while since I read it, but they spent a lot more time talking about the politics of the whole thing.
Oh, well, I
And
mean,
breaking
that's
down
really
everything.
important, isn't it?
Yeah, and then in the
That's like
movie
the
they're just
whole
like,
story.
we're here.
I'll give the new one credit. At least they spent more time pre-Arrakis with the Atreides family, which I thought that part was closer to the book than like. I mean, I'm a huge fanboy of David Lynch's one, and I'm like, that really wasn't a thing in it. So that felt like it was more in line with the book.
Yeah.
It's just, everything after they got to Arrakis was like its own thing.
Yes, I thought it was a fine movie, but I was like, I don't really care to see the second one necessarily.
So, all right.
Yeah,
That's fair.
but the book was great. Obviously, it's like one of the most important sci-fi books of all time. So,
Says who?
it says, "Fucking me, dude. Shut the fuck up! I'm about to jump over and tackle your ass, dude." It says, "Fucking me."
You know what else says you?
What
What you've been working on?
Yeah, I knew I was next. It's okay. Shut up. Shut up. Likewise, been working on the Bro Pro board. My big goal was to get it done by the end of February. I failed it. I got it done I finished my last rivet on March 1st. So that's okay.
Failure.
A failure, and I've only whipped myself about 30 times for that. For each day of the month of February, I whipped myself.
That's fair.
Anyways, on top of that, I think I got the zine done. I'm going to make copies of it this month and
Yay.
get ready to go to Adepticon.
Dude, you could do it at GRUB GRUB Press.
You could do it.
You could do it at slightly 2 feet to your right.
That's true. Or I could do it at my school and
For free.
while the teachers aren't using the Xerox machine, and I could quickly look around really fast and then use all their colored paper too that they have.
Oh, we
there.
love to hear.
So I could like figure out what color I want the copy and then make a copy and run away. Then when other teachers come in, I'll be say, "I'm just doing my bullshit art stuff. I'm sorry, I can like move if you need me to."
I'm just like an
They're
artist.
literally not even looking at you.
Please, nobody's paying attention to you.
No
That's
one
what they're
cares.
saying. Nobody cares about
They're like,
you.
yeah, that's nice, Trey.
Dude, it was like my first, maybe even second year, and one of the teachers called me Trevor, like in a meeting in front of everybody, and it was just like dead silent. And the PE teacher, who's just like real loudmouth guy, was just like, you know it's Terry, right? It was just like, and she was like, oh yes, of course. I'm so yeah, I just misspoke. But it was very embarrassing for me. I was like, do I even matter? Aside from that, I guess like not really a lot of hobby stuff. I made some ceramic stuff. I sent you guys the pictures today of just like some weird tiles. I'm getting ready for an art show that I'm doing with my wife that will take place in April. So my big March goals, aside from Adepticon related stuff, is like getting artwork ready for that show. Although, and I was talking to Sarah about this, like you always get too much work ready and then they'll show up and be like, well, I can fit like 3 pieces here. Cool. I'm glad I made 10 pieces that I'm happy with. I guess I'll just put these in the garage.
I'll just punch myself in the heart all the time.
I guess I'll throw these away.
No.
Bring them here.
Yeah, bring them here, and I'll steal one and bring it to my house.
Yeah.
We have double the space now to fill up these walls. So
Well, we can't hang anything on these walls.
we need shelves on these
dude,
damn
we can
walls.
hang whatever we want, dude.
I'll believe it when I see it.
I'll believe it when I see it.
Adepticon prep is just taking over everything.
Yes, I can't wait. And you know what? I almost, we have a beautiful topic in front of us, a very sensual topic that I'm staring at. But before that, I was almost like, should we do a topic on what we're excited to do after Adepticon? Because I just can't wait to not think about Adepticon stuff and start thinking about other hobby stuff.
Yeah.
Any personal project that no one will ever see.
Yeah.
Pumped.
Audio only, baby. And then also don't forget
it.
right after Adepticon is Brain Dead Fantasy Fest.
Whoop, whoop, whoop.
Steve and I will be in attendance in Los Angeles.
Yes.
Can we go to Disney World while we're there?
Dude.
Disney.
I would-
Is it Disneyland or Disney World there?
We won't go. I said we don't go to the fest on Friday because vendors aren't setting up on Friday, and we go to Disney World instead.
I think
Is
that's
it Disney
fucking
World or
sick.
Disneyland?
Who cares?
I
dude?
do.
For sure, one of them.
I think it's World.
I think it's Place.
Disney
Yeah,
Place?
Disney Place.
Yeah.
It's like a play place. It's like the McDonald's
Is that
play
a
place.
is Disney World a tax write off for Hive Scum?
Could be.
It's a business trip.
The whole trip is
Going to Disney World.
We had a meeting with Tyler, a $1 billion clown farm, at Star Wars World in Disneyland.
Yeah. Listen, I mean, you have to meet them where they're at.
It wasn't.
Yeah.
It wasn't your choice. It was in his contract.
That's true.
Exactly.
He said we had to go do it at Disney World.
Yep.
You know, it's unfortunate when these things happen, but you got to bite the bullet.
I just got to bite the bullet. I had to go ride the Han Solo ride 15 times.
Yep.
Is there a Han Solo ride?
They do it in Florida, and it's so sick.
No, there's one in California too. Because I haven't been to the Florida one. I've been to the California one.
The Florida one,
I heard they're literally identical.
oh, that's good.
Yeah.
What
The
do
Florida
they
one
do?
came out after, I think.
Do you
Yeah.
shoot first?
No, dude.
Dude, Han Solo is.
What do you
dirtbag.
think you do? In the Millennium Falcon, dude. What do you
In the
think? you
ride,
do?
the Millennium Falcon
Probably
ride.
wait in line for 45 minutes.
Dude, maybe
It's
if
at
there was like
least.
a run you could do.
The Parsecs run?
The Snetzel run.
Do you get to have
Oh my god,
Do you
dude.
get to have Parsecs?
yeah, dude. Yeah.
Dude, I want to have parsecs on
Han Solo.
Falcon
How many
ride.
Parsecs do I get?
Who shot first, Glup Shitta or Han Solo? Did they have
Finn
parsecs?
Oren, bro.
And then immediately after Brain Dead Fantasy Fest, we rest for 5 days and then we go to England.
You
right
take
after.
a nap and then go to England?
Yeah. Yeah.
You should just fly out of Los Angeles to England. It's,
No.
it's
No.
close. It's closer.
Well,
go across the Pacific.
The
You'll be there in
long
no
way.
time.
Yeah, the long
Go to UK the
long
long
way.
way.
world trip the long way. Yeah. So be nice to us at Adepticon because we got a lot.
I will kill you.
We have a lot going on.
Yeah.
Harold,
Terrelled.
Terrible.
when you
When you
Trevor, when you make your ceramic...
I love the idea of calling him Trevor. No!
What did Paul call Tyler? Toilet?
I felt so bad because Tyler does not think it's funny.
His phone autocorrected it to toilet. Speaking of which, toilet will be at Adepticon as well. So come say hi. Buy
Tyler.
his game.
Oh, man.
Trevor, when you make your ceramic pieces,
It's a funny joke. It's a funny joke.
do you have a kiln at school?
I do.
Nice.
Yes, I do.
Why did you shifty eyes when you answered that?
I certainly do not just fire my own personal objects.
Oh,
at
no,
school,
that's
though.
fine.
That
Oh.
would be a waste of
Practice to
taxpayers'
show
money.
the students. That makes sense.
I would much rather pay that tax
Yeah, like me
than
taking a
anything
nap
else.
at work.
than any other tax I pay.
But yeah, I have a kiln at school, so
Oh,
I do. I mean, I would if it were free, I would do more. work through it.
Right. I was just curious.
Yeah,
That's interesting.
yeah, it is interesting.
Does the school care if you stay late and like work on stuff?
No, but there's the daycare meets in my room, which is pretty annoying, and so that happens after school. So I try and sneak out of there as soon as I possibly
Could
can.
you pivot the school to be in a different room for
Yeah,
the
why do they
daycare?
meet in your room?
Well, let me give you the whole
Supplies?
rundown. They used to just be in the cafeteria, which is across the hall, but they got to be too many people. And then the music teacher used to teach at the other end of my
Hold
hallway.
the phone. The cafeteria. There were too many people in the cafeteria for daycare.
Yuppers. So they had to split them up. And so they had the younger kids, which used to split time between me and the art room and the music teacher in the music room, which used to be at the other end of the hall. However, then there got to be too many kids in the school for the art teacher to have their own room, and they kicked the art teacher out and made that a second grade classroom. And now the music teacher teaches on the auditorium stage.
Cool.
This is insane.
And they can't use that room because it's like kids stuff. Their like personal stuff is there, so they can't like use that room for
for kids.
for other kids that that stuff doesn't belong to.
Okay,
You know.
Okay.
So then they just use my room 5 days a week now, which is really annoying.
That's
but
cool.
once it's possible to
Could you,
shift
like-
from that, I will make a stink and make it happen.
Could you like leave scissors out or something that's dangerous so that they're like, oh yeah, it's not safe to just bring little kids in here.
I mean, it would be irresponsible as an educator to do that, but also very funny to just be like, oops, I left my machete in the middle of the room.
First off,
I'm
you
saying,
are an
like-
educator. You have to teach lessons. Running
Yeah.
with scissors is an integral art lesson.
That's true.
It has to be taught
Yes.
at least 12 times.
One
How much it empties the room? That many times.
yeah. You're going to run this obstacle course. Good
Obstacle
luck.
Courses are so cool.
Yeah, they are.
I heard there's going to be one at Adepticon this year.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Where?
You're not supposed to talk about that.
Yeah, Grimdark
You're
Alley.
not supposed to talk about that.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about
You're not
that.
supposed to talk about that.
You got to go in the
It's a
back
secret.
room.
It's a secret.
It's a real Home Alone vibe.
Is it
You
just like
open the
1,000
door and a
people's
fucking
backpacks?
paint can flies at your head and you got to duck out of the
a
way.
boxing glove with one of those extendo things on it hits you.
Yeah.
Sick.
That's a good idea.
Anyway, so that's all I've been working on. Steve, shifting over to you. What have you been working on?
Gulp.
I've been working on my Bro Pro.
Yeah,
My Bro
yep.
Pro.
I knew he was going to say that. I knew he was going to
I've
say
been
that.
working on
straight
my
A
up.
lot of brothers of brothers in here.
Yep.
Brothers of brothers. Yeah. Besides that, I've just been like ordering stuff, getting stuff ready for Adepticon for the booth. Printing terrain for Space Hulk. I gotta paint it. I'm really stressed about that. I'm gonna oil it though.
Yeah.
So I was talking to Steve Shankly about just because he expressed interest in wanting to
Shank.
do Space Hulk, and I was like, yeah, you can play. And then he immediately makes a guy and sends me it, and it's a really cool looking Terminator that he painted in 3 seconds with oils. And I was like, he's like, you should paint all your terrain with oils if you're on a time crunch.
I'm excited to see that guy. He's a good dude.
He's a good dude.
Such a good dude.
You just did the Smash Bash booth at LDB
He did.
last weekend.
LDS?
No.
LSD.
No.
LSD?
No.
You did the Smash
What does
Bash booth on
LDS
No. LDB?
LSD?
No. God.
LBJ?
All right. Anyway, so
I was wondering how long it'd take him.
so oil.
Yeah. I gotta prime everything though, but I think I'm gonna leave it to you and Blurs to prime on
That's
Saturday.
fine.
There's a
Saturday.
lot of it though.
Yeah.
That cardboard box is filled.
I already
filled.
I mean, everything that's in this room has to be primed as well. So I already warned Shane that Saturday is going to be a big stinky.
It's going to be a big old stinky day, but we got a door to the back.
Does that mean I have to grit that board before?
Yes.
I want to go home after this.
You have to. You have to grit.
Hit the gritty, dude.
Hit the gritty.
and then quitty.
And then quitty, and then I'll hit it with the blicky.
Blicky.
Now you can just prime all the Space Hulk stuff gray and then just black oil wash, right? The whole thing.
Yeah, pretty much.
I think that's it. I think you're done after that.
Yeah, I was gonna do like white highlights and
Yeah.
then paint some of the doors and stuff like that. But
If you want
You
to.
gotta do big,
I do.
chonky white highlights with the fucking metal.
Yeah, because it's black. Well, I also kind of like the idea of priming it white and then like staining it with a brown.
Yeah.
Like so it's just like
Yeah,
dirty
yeah,
as
yeah.
fuck, like white.
Little red splatters everywhere.
Yep.
Yeah.
Easy.
Yeah, it'll be cool. I'm excited to see what it looks like. Throw a little grit on there, give it some texture.
Yeah.
This will come out on this upcoming Sunday. How many more days until Adepticon after that?
3
terrible
weeks.
question.
3 weeks.
2.5.
No, it's 3 weeks.
Because it's Tuesday.
Tuesday.
It's Tuesday. It's not next
Tuesday.
Tuesday. It's not the Tuesday after that. It's the Tuesday after that.
Yeah, but when it comes out is what I'm saying.
Oh, when this comes out,
Yeah,
then
yeah,
it'll
yeah.
be 2 weeks.
Almost there. And I'm excited to be I'm excited to see what's on the other side.
Of Adepticon?
Yeah.
It's underwear?
What?
Like underneath Adepticon? Well, never
I
mind.
said other side. No,
Never mind. Never mind.
God damn it.
Fucking cut this.
This is weird.
leave it in.
God
Yeah, this
damn
is strange and awkward. Listeners, this is how it the episodes usually go.
Dude, I'm
It's
so happy to be
very
here right now.
awkward,
Thank you,
sucks,
Shane.
strange.
No, thank you.
Hey, Shane, what have you been working on?
Yeah, let's change the subject.
Well, I am.
Can you talk about any of those things?
Yes, you got to be able to. Or
I think I should at least talk about most of it because here's the thing with the printer setup, and like the intent was to print as much things for people pre-Adepticon as possible. So I think I have a little over 200
I
books.
believe you specifically said, I want to steal everything from Mix'em.
Oh yeah, I mean I only have the printer because Mix'em kept screwing me over so many times.
Really?
Ask
Yeah,
Steve.
yeah.
It did him really well too.
Yeah, I mean
Yeah, now I have 1,000 books that I have to sell for
$1.
well, not $1, but
like,
Yeah.
truly, if you want the cheapest books you can buy, Mix'em's your man.
yeah.
And
Unless
that-
you can go overseas.
And in every sake of the word.
In every sake of the word. And like, because even the printer, I always wanted to have like a printing setup anyway, so I could be more, anal about like the papers. I mean, I'm a traditional artist. I like paper craft stuff. I'm doing paper collages, so like having a nice, better textured for cheaper, it's like, well, now it's worth being on my shelf. I can't do that with Mix'em, so I wanted one anyway. But I was like buying pieces of the setup over time. But I did a bunch of ordering. Must have been like through October, November to just like restock some stores on my stuff. And every single order was just coming in so botched that at a certain point I was like, this sucks. Why don't I just fix it right now? Like I'm tired of dealing with them. I'm tired of giving them like it's also
And you wait forever to get it.
yeah, so long. So I'm like, cool, I'm going to wait another 4 weeks to see if it's messed up. And then it's going to be messed up. So now I got to reorder it. And instead I decided just to like in December, bit the bullet, got everything I needed. And, and here we are. Hold up. I got to do one. Come on.
There you go. That's
Wait,
nice.
this is a really cool noise project.
Yeah. I like that one a lot.
Anyway, now besides
Anyway,
being rude to you,
No, you're good. In a room full of springs to hit and 480 assumed ADD people, this is great. I'm loving it.
I have ADHD. So.
Okay, trust me, it shows. But man, I already forget what I was saying. Anyway, so
You were sick of Mix'em and you wanted to make
oh
your
yeah,
own
so
stuff.
sick of Mix'em. And so it's like I enjoy making books anyway. Having the printing setup in your house means you can spend a lot less, so you can charge a lot less. Like I'm buying less books than I have before just because of budget. So it's like having cheaper books is nice, and just making for fun. Like you could do that so
Yeah.
much easier with it in your house because you're just buying like materials, and I don't pay myself anything for labor because I have that right. So it makes it super cheap. But since I have that set up, even before I kind of widely spread that like, oh, well, I'm doing this for me and for my books, but I want to do it for like homies' books as well.
The extended friend
Yeah, the
circle,
extended friend
yeah.
circle. And hey, random people, if they're interested. The word of mouth already started to spread because I'm printing stuff for Steven, Big Boy Game Time. I'm printing stuff for Tanner. I'm printing stuff for Ryan Knox. I'm printing stuff for Fiverr. Like at this point, like enough people heard, oh shit, someone, the home away from home local has a printer.
That's the snowball effect, man.
When especially since it's like, hey, it's not going to be 5 weeks. I'm like, I know Adepticon's coming. I'm not taking extra commissions this month. It's like I'm going to sit down and just print everything people need up until as close to the end as possible. So I'm basically printing a little over 200 books, a bunch of Magic cards for other people, and then if there's time, I want to print some of my own books. But that's also, do I even feel like backpack selling at Adepticon, or do I just want to hang out?
Now, I forgot who said it to you, but or maybe I'm remembering, I don't want to dox them, but they felt one of your books and saw it and was like, oh, you're printing like real books.
Oh yeah. 'Cause I actually 3 people have said that, because the thing about the books I'm printing, it's like I'm printing it all on vellum cardstock, which is slightly textured and uncoated because I like the feel of paper. I hate gloss so much. Paper deserves to be touched. Your books deserve to feel nice. It doesn't mean like it doesn't upcharge it. You just get slightly nicer paper and it feels so much nicer. And but just because you're making them at home doesn't mean they have to look and feel homemade. Like I have my setup to do like saddle stitch stapled zines and stuff, and I've been doing that. But with the thermal binding, it's like I'm doing perfect bound soft covers too. And since I wasn't telegraphing this online at all, I was just kind of working on my own like comic book. So it's really truly a personal project that's not really relevant to games at all. Was the first one I did perfect bound. When I was showing that off to people, they're like, oh shit, this has a real spine. This is like 170 pages. Like this looks like you could buy this at a store.
Right.
Which is why I like the setup, because you can really do as DIY as far as like black and white colored paper or staples, but it's slightly nicer paper, so it's nice. Or you can do a proper
with a scored
spine
cover and everything about yeah.
It's just time and elbow grease, but we're making art by hand anyway. Like
DIY baby.
Yep.
Very sick. Very, very sick. Where'd you get the name GRUB GRUB Press?
I can't. So I think basically what it is I sit and randomly have ideas for like dumb games or zines with Steven all the time, and I forget what joke I made with like, oh, GRUB GRUB Press will do like a anarchistic bug propaganda newspaper game. Obviously, 9,000 out of 5 games we ever talk about never go anywhere, and that's a good thing. But I was like, damn, that name's really good. And since like all my books have been put out under, it's self-published, but it's under the Flagellant and the Fool, I was afraid that I'm like, that is, though the intent was it's supposed to be slightly absurdist, slightly horror, because that's kind of the line that I bounce between in my own personal work. I didn't want people to say, oh, so this is only a horror or like a weird printer. I'm like, well, GRUB GRUB's adorable. It's a lot more welcoming. I mean, I've already gotten one client say like, oh, when I saw your bug, it seemed a lot more like nice and cute or whatever.
Approachable.
So it was like approachable. Because I love that stuff too. It's just I haven't been putting that out as my own work. So it's like you would assume that it's like, no, we're only making metal zines and horror books. And it's like, no, like I'm publishing my own stuff that's either like satire, absurdism, or horror, or always in between. I'm also doing some like helping friends publish their books, which is kind of their own thing. But like the printer is fair game for anything. Like it's not, the intent was it to be like, I have the cursed artist collectivism brain. I'm like, I'm getting this because this is a machine I never thought I could have as a kid. And now I can make all these things. So I want you to just to treat it like your own and make it as cheap as possible. And like, no, you don't have to fit any of my rules or like my brand identity. It's like, it's a fucking bug who's making your books. You just tell them what you need. So I thought it'd be a little bit sillier that way.
This is awesome.
I mean, that mindset though is truly like the same ethos as everything we do. It's like you could do your own event with $20. The library's free, everything's free. Just here's how you do it. And you're doing the same shit, being like, this is what I want to be done, and I'm going to be a press for everyone.
I mean, literally DIY is time, work, and Googling things you don't know. There's no secret. It's those 3 things, and that's about it.
There's a YouTube dab for every hobby,
Genuinely, when I was like looking up stuff for this setup, it was like, I was looking up like reviews on like book glue and saw some random old lady making like reviews of products to make her greeting cards, which is how I found the paper score
Yep.
and how I found the thermal binder, which I thought was totally unapproachable price wise.
Right. Dude, the paper score blew my mind. Is it even visible?
It's bottom of the shelf under the printer.
Oh, I can see it way down there. But I thought that was like, that had to be, because the ones I'm used to are for like, when I worked at the bindery, it was just like huge fucking things for like flat packing, like Verizon ads that people look at and immediately toss away, and just a machine that like punched the score in and everything. And this is just like a little thing you lay out and you just zip. You just do the score yourself with like a little bone knife type thing. And
Yeah, it's more manual labor, but it's, hey, if you can't afford 30 grand to buy a bunch of machines, like,
Yeah.
there are other ways to
Yeah,
up the quality of it.
Anytime I did any like mini zines or anything, I always just use, or like J cards for cassette tapes or anything. It's always just like a butter knife and a straight level.
yeah, yeah.
It works great. It sounds like that's the same thing, just in a.
Yeah, literally the only thing that it adds is a board with grooves in the bottom, just so you know
Just more
for sure
rigid.
your
That's it.
binder
Yeah.
is beautiful.
That's really neat. I'm excited to lurk around your little workstation over there and kind of pick your brain about doing this kind of stuff, because it'd be cool to just kind of learn and see you in
Yeah.
action.
When it's not covered in 100 copies of Wanted Reward right now.
What?
Yeah, right now I'm almost done. So I'm printing up 50 copies of One Reward for Tanner and Gabe and Eric, which will be super sick. But there's so many things to print in these next 2 weeks. I'm like, let's go. Like yesterday, I just sat in that corner and just print like 50 books times 80 some pages, just like nonstop printing all day.
That's so cool, though. Also, I can't wait to get a Wanted Reward book.
Yeah.
It's going to be so sick.
Yeah.
They're pretty slick.
They look so cool.
Dylan killed the cover.
Yeah, real Fortnite vibe there.
It's awesome. It's awesome.
What do you have lined up after Adepticon for the press?
For Grub Grub?
Yeah.
After Adepticon, I don't. So, trying to decide what I can talk about on that, because it's like most of my printing is pre-Adepticon.
Yep.
There are 3 books that Flagellant the Fool is now helping publish on Flagellant the Fool of other people's work, which I consider it's self-publishing plus. It's like they own all the rights. I just help fill in whatever they need. If they need one of the books, like I'm doing the art and layout for, and then putting it on the site and printing it. 2 of the books, I'm just manufacturing and shipping. So that announcement is happening after Adepticon.
Yep.
So I'm being vaguer about that, but I'm excited to like open that option. It's like, it is an extension of Grub Grub. It's like everything I wanted to do is I like making these books myself, and I want to be able to help people in any way that they need that extra push.
Right.
So there's those. I personally, since I've been putting so much into manufacturing like lately and learning these machines, I'm working on 2 just like fun books for me. Another graphic novel, and then a like solo RPG. So those I'm trying to keep as the like no hustle, just do it when the mood is right and like just for fun for me projects.
Yeah.
But I'm kind of trying to spend a lot of Adepticon just like getting more books into stores. I was like doing that with Mixum Prints is what made me pause doing it to set this up.
Right.
So I'm kind of trying to just push some of that a little bit.
How long you been doing comic books?
So technically I would say like officially 2 years, because like I just finished my first graphic novel, which I've been working on for a couple of years.
Very cool.
The
And
cover is awesome.
thank you. Yeah, that one, because it's like passion project, and I'm like, everything I've sold so far has just been games. So I'm like, I don't know or care if people care about just a purely narrative book, but I made working guillotines on every cover.
Yes.
Shout out to YouTube channel dudes being like, here's 80 videos about how to do pop-up books, because that's the only reason I know how to do it.
Yeah.
But I love doing narrative stuff. I'm just like used to that not being a popular medium. So I'm like, that doesn't make me stop. That just means I'm gonna do it on my own time because I just like doing it.
Yeah.
So I'm really excited to actually get that out there. I only just listed it for sale like 3 weeks ago, so I'm printing a bunch of copies now and then having it on the website. So that is pretty fresh.
Well, print on demand is got to be the move.
Oh yeah, that is essentially my post Adepticon plan. Is like now once I get everything, all the orders that are already in put out, I like having an in-home printer means I'm going to stock 5 of every book and then just have the website open permanently. Cause then it's like, you don't have a lot of overhead. I can ship it out like immediately and just print stuff.
It's not like a screen printer where you have to keep all these like screens around or anything. It's truly just like,
cool. Am I slightly low?
it's not as easy as drag drop, but yeah.
Yeah, but it's like, okay, I can spend a day to print a couple of the books to up the stock. It'd be cool to offer that to other people just in the,
right.
As someone who makes my money off of art, that means my stock budget isn't very high. So I know that it sucks to like, I want to start selling stuff more, but I don't want to spend like $1,000 right now. So I'm going to do some of that, which I'm pumped about.
Hell yeah. I know there's been, 3 events at this point that we've recorded at that you've been at, and every time I'm like, don't worry, Shane, we'll get you in on this one, and it's just
this is the one.
Never happens. Mostly my fault. But where did you get into this hobby? We met at the Richmond event.
Yes.
But where did it all start for Shane?
You're talking about the hobby as a whole, or
Yes,
this?
yeah.
Well,
Before we get back into printing, as Terry's mic is now broken, you jinxed it because you said everyone else is broke, but yours wasn't.
Yep. Now I'm broken.
it's a good segment changer anyway.
Yeah. While he's adding that background noise, where did you find capital W Warhammer?
So, for me, as those who know me know, I'm more of an RPG boy, but I love minis anyway. So this was an extension of like when I was 7, we found Dungeons and Dragons in Goodwill, and we've been playing with my sister and my sisters and my brother.
Second edition?
Young, yeah, red cover.
Yep.
I still have that in my storage unit. So I started playing like D&D stuff, and I've always been like a sculptor first and foremost, mostly just like polymer clay stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But like really into video games and that, but like I always treated like
Did that cross over early for you?
What?
Sculpting in D&D?
Not really.
Okay.
It was more of we did pure pen and paper, and then it's like, okay, I was also obviously like almost all of us here, if not all of us, a kid of Lord of the Rings. So as a kid, I'm like the Lord of the Rings map book. I remember looking at that while my dad would read us the books. So it's like D&D was not really a sculpting thing. It's a grid-based map maker. Let's go. So I always had like, I'm really into games and I'm really into art, but I kept them in 2 completely separate hobby bubbles. At 13 is when I first found like miniature gaming, and it was by accident. It's like, as a poor kid who loves Lord of the Rings, what do you do late at night on the computer? Google Lord of the Rings collectibles and just window shop, and it's like, oh, these swords are cool. I'll never have that. This helmet's really cool. And I found Games Workshop because of the Lord of the Rings game, and I was like,
that was a good one. Oh.
And I was like, oh my god, this is the coolest shit ever. Like I was really into Weta Workshop miniatures and was pursuing that as like my long-term desire for a career.
Yeah.
But didn't know miniature games were a thing. And so when I found the Lord of the Rings stuff, I just looked at every single page of every single game on their entire website just all in one night. Of like, my mind was blown of like, this is the coolest thing ever. Obviously, this is what I need right now.
Right.
And then so there was a
What drew you more, sci-fi or fantasy at that point?
Oh, fantasy always.
Yeah.
Although I did not start with fantasy. I started with 40K solely because I was like, this is really cool. I want Lord of the Rings really bad. Warhammer Fantasy was second of like, the designs are really cool. I thought Warhammer was cool as well. 40K was cool as well. Like I distinctly remember seeing like Helbrecht of like, oh, this is a fantasy night in space. Awesome. That's great.
Yeah.
But when I like didn't know what it was, so obviously I have to start Googling it. And that's where I found like Daka. And like, what is this thing? What's going on? Like I started just researching all of the games.
Dude, that's so sick.
And like I found out that 40K was being played at like my local comic store, not Lord of the Rings. So I was like, then I just want to play any of these. So if that's the one that's getting played, I'll buy into that.
Yeah.
I flipped a coin between Orcs and Imperial Guard, and I got a Valkyrie. Well, I got an Imperial Guard Codex, and then that Christmas I got a Valkyrie.
Yeah.
So
I can play with this, right? Just this? Just this?
Please let me play it. So it was really serendipitous, but because I like, it's painting, it's building, and since I started a solid year of just looking at things on Daka before I actually got to play the game or even own anything, like I started to see people kit bashing to an extent. So I was doing really, really bad sculpt kit bashing with polymer clay, uncured, and plastic kits with so many things melted.
Yeah.
But I was like, oh, this is cool. Like I'll just like mess around with it. So that was a while ago, and that kind of just steamrolled into, again, love of game, love of art, and miniature stuff. And especially then when, like, throughout middle school and high school, when I was like actively trying to get into like special effects makeup and miniatures and movies and stuff, it just was an extension of that. So it was always somewhat part of my life.
You were, because I know you moved to LA for work that we'll maybe get into. Were you doing that then? Like, did you ever have a falling out like everyone does? It's like around the college area when you're like, I don't need these toys anymore.
No, not really.
Yeah.
Like, yes, I was gonna say yes and no in that there. Once I got into the Warhammer RPGs, I was like, oh, this game sucks. I still bought it and painted stuff because like the kits were cool and I liked the process. But at the end of the day, I'm like, storytelling is what's cool, and these universes are really cool, and like I'm just not getting that in the proper tabletop game.
Yeah.
There was some dips, of course. Like when I tried Mordheim, I was like, oh, this is closer to what I like. I never got to play Necromunda. There just wasn't anything going on. But some of the specialist games I kept playing. But I pulled out of like full army sized games once I got more, like found anyone to play the 40K RPGs. They're just so cool.
Yeah,
Black
please someone
Crusade's
give
the
me a
shit.
story at this point.
Yeah.
God, anything.
Yep.
In LA, what got you? Were you just looking for work that eventually got you into what? Well, rather than just beating around the bush, you were a sculptor doing commission work for Critical Role.
So technically before then, so at that point I had already been doing like scenic painting and props and stuff for just like commercials, miscellaneous theater.
Anything fun?
We got to make the like dining cart thing for a Hindenburg pilot for Discovery that never got made up. That was
cool.
that 19-hour day I was telling you about.
Oh,
so it was a nightmare, but it was a weird, like just a weirdly like, okay, you're making this like hyper detailed thing. And it got shown nowhere because the pilot did not get picked up.
Right.
There was a lot of just like weird little jobs like that. So I was doing that for a while, and then I got to do when Star Wars got bought by Disney and they were doing that thing. Disney owned Machinima, so they were like, our YouTube channel's got to do Star Wars content.
Yeah.
So I did some sets for Star Wars stuff. So I got to do like a Millennium Falcon set, Empire's Throne Room set.
Sick.
The whatever the modern AT-AT giant foam thing for the red carpet.
Yep.
So I got to do a bunch of Star Wars stuff, and through that, I think he was the art director. Because technically I wasn't hired on it, my sister was, and I'm like, I'm just gonna go, and I'm gonna sculpt the stuff you need until I get hired, which successfully worked out.
Yeah.
Because they didn't have any Dejark pieces, and I'm like, I'll do that all
Dude,
night.
that's sick.
Like, hire me, I need to be here.
Yeah.
But so that art
Just
director,
bullying your way into the door.
literally, I'm like, she doesn't even like Star Wars. I should be there. Like I spray painted like all the boxes. We had like the Star Wars, I forgot the font, like their language. I just spray painted my name on all the boxes on the set. I'm like, no, dude, like I'm here. Let me just hire me.
Yeah.
So that art director,
Like, who the fuck is this guy?
literally,
Who is this guy?
I got lucky in that he was like, okay, this dude's a
amazing.
little hustler. And he also liked D&D, so he was a nerd in the sense that he's like, okay, well, like we can play a game sometime, which I did, which like serendipitously, he's like, oh, I have another job for a different show. We need to like cut a bunch of minis off of bases. I know you're a minis guy, so like, do you want to do this? Which got me my first job at Geek and Sundry.
Yep.
But I was working for, it was a show called Painters Guild, which
I remember that.
yeah, so that I was the art department for that.
Yeah.
Because of many messy reasons of not a well-run show or company at the time, and embezzling and et cetera, cool Hollywood stuff. But I was working on that, and then like got pinged for like, hey, this one of our other shows on the channel like needs a mini now. Like, can you do something over the weekend? And that's how I got to make the Vecna Ascended for Critical Role.
Right.
I didn't know who they were at the time. I was just like, whatever, pay me, I'll do a model. Like, it's fine. Like, here's a Nagash
I know
kit.
Vecna.
Just like, Nagash this. So then I worked for them, but just for like that, like, because there was for their first campaign, and then they left Geek and Sundry.
Yep.
I left Geek and Sundry too because that's a longer story.
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
Messy.
That's an
Hollywood
in-person story.
stuff. Yeah, it's an in-person story. And then that bridged into the most longer running gaming job, which is I did the miniatures for Dimension 20 for about 8 years. I think because of Critical Role being on my resume, like I found it was like an art department Facebook group, and I saw someone was like, oh, like we need someone who knows gaming minis but also sets because like we need like someone who's used to film work style and speed or whatever.
Yeah.
And so I just got lucky and applied to that.
More, we need someone who's been abused prior.
Oh yeah, who doesn't know better.
Used to, who's used to this lifestyle.
Now, I hate to say, you had mentioned Dimension 20 the other day. I don't really know what Dimension 20 is.
It's like we play D&D in front of everyone at Madison Square Garden.
Oh, okay.
Well, not just in person, but
That's the vibe.
It's an actual play like D&D comedy
just
show.
like Critical Role, just more funny.
Okay.
It's just like specifically
Silly.
improv comedians.
Vin Diesel, you know?
Yeah.
Like the Vin Diesel thing.
I like Vin Diesel. All right, I like Vin Diesel. I understand now.
Yeah.
No,
Same shit.
but I get it.
Yeah, same shit.
All right.
But when they would do their seasons, obviously you're going to correct me, but when they would do their seasons, they would have like a loose thing of what was needed, or were you, while they were recording, you were making them as they're doing the episodes?
Yeah, there truly was very very minimal pre-production in that it's a pretty like fast and loose.
So we're going into a new season here, right? What do you get up front?
Sometimes I'm like, obviously the art director and the production designer are there longer.
Yeah.
But like for me, it's like, okay, I show up. Sometimes I'll know like a sentence of this is the vibe of the season. Sometimes I'll get that the first day.
Yeah.
And then usually we might have 2, maybe 3 weeks to start building stuff before they start shooting. But it's typically like we are actively building on one side of the, I'll say filming campus, the studio space, and they're filming on the other. So it's like most of the boards that are seen a lot of the times, we're like, we just finished painting.
They're
it.
like still wet.
Yeah, literally still wet. Like I just put a wash on it and now it has to shoot in 2 seconds.
Yeah.
What the
So it's like
hell?
it's
That's
happening at the same
crazy.
time. Like there's not.
That's
like
why would anyone do that?
yeah. Yeah.
So then it's truly like, okay, yeah, we go into a camp with a bunch of bugbears, and then it's just like our mutual friend running over and being like, Shane, we need bugbears now. And
Bring out the bugbears!
Yeah, so luckily it's a little mix of like, well, they often will like plan some of the key encounters so they can get some of the boards brewing, but it is like unscripted. So while they have the boards for the most part, there's almost never like spontaneous board we have to build.
Yeah.
They're like, oh well, they invented a character with an eagle with jeans. You need to sculpt it right now so we can put it on like camera. So it's a lot more like random minis things or
Holy
weird little
shit,
effects
though.
terrain stuff that pop up.
We got
intense.
people in the Discord that are like, man, I can't paint a mini in a week, and this motherfucker's making eagle with jeans in a day.
The amount of uncured green stuff that's painted on camera.
Oh, I bet.
That's like I think.
So what's your sculpting preference? Green stuff, milliput?
Absolutely not. The
Combo?
The combo over both entirely.
Yeah.
Like not even a contest.
You ever fuck with the Tamiya putties or anything like that?
The Tamiya putty seems good.
Yeah.
Terry
it seems nice. It's just harder to get really fast.
Yeah.
At least for me.
Yeah. I use a different thing. I use the like paste stuff. It's like liquid green
You're a
stuff,
paste
but it's
guy?
like no.
No, you got that Tamiya stuff, didn't you?
In the tube, it's not the putty though. It's not like green
Oh.
stuff kind of shit. It's anyways. It's the modeling paste. Like
Hey, I'm a sculptor. I'm curious. I'm like,
Yeah,
what the
what
fuck
the
you're
fuck?
talking about?
Yeah, it's like the modeling paste that comes in like a toothpaste tube or whatever. You squeeze it out. It comes out of almost like a super glue end.
Yeah.
It comes out like just a little bit. So you can use it to fill gaps.
Is it
or
like
whatever.
is it more like a slip than like a putty?
Yes,
then?
it's exactly
More
like,
like
a
a-
slip.
And then like
It's like
it's like okay, interesting. All right,
That sounds
all right.
pretty sick.
yeah.
So now with that level of hustle
And bustle
and bustle
Tussle.
and tussle,
and muscle
And muscle.
Not
with
as
Vin
much as
Diesel.
I do.
Vin Diesel's there, so there's muscle.
now you're in New England. You're gonna give us all your secrets.
Oh my God! And beautiful New England. You came at the prime time. It's like raining,
Well,
sleet, and disgusto
there's
ice
been what
outside. and
six snowstorms
Oh,
since you've been here.
as someone who loves the snow,
prime
it's honestly
time.
been great. I've just
Yeah.
been sitting in Gage's house, playing with Sterling's cats and feeding them dinner. It's hard to complain.
yeah, if you like snow, this is the winter to come.
Oh yeah,
Because we haven't had this much in a long
a
time.
long time. What the fuck was that? There's another question I was gonna ask you, and I lost it.
What's your favorite snack?
Oh, that's a good one.
Favorite snack?
Yeah.
I like eating too much to have a favorite snack.
Well, you need to pick right now.
Right now. Gun to your head.
Yeah, gun to my head. Peanut butter pretzel nuggets.
Dude, I was gonna bring
That's a
some
good one.
tonight.
That's a good
That's
one.
a great one,
I
dude.
got some on my desk at home.
I
right
respectfully lower the gun, dude. That was a good one.
As a many times cabin liver or road tripper, that will keep you alive.
Oh, yeah.
amongst all of it.
The
Oh,
protein, bro.
It'll keep you bricked up too, so you don't have to shit so much.
Yeah, dude. There's a reason why they make it for dogs and people. It's just that good. Just don't get the tubs mixed.
Now, for Rusted Demon, your entry was really cool. The big entry that you had, it was like
The big guy.
Yeah, the big guy,
The big guy.
the rat.
The rat
Okay,
guy.
I was like, I did two.
Yes,
big
the
guys.
rat
Yeah.
king.
Who's the
Sorry.
other big guy?
For the fantasy one, I did the family tree, which is the weird translucent body with all the family portraits.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
I also like that one.
But like you like sculpting minis with alternative materials that
Basically, it's like I like sculpture, and
Yes.
forcing it into miniatures is 100%.
Oh, dude, thank you.
it blew my freaking mind. I remember that Rusted Demon entry just being like this is truly a step outside.
Thank you. That was definitely a since it's like I spend so much time of like commissions painting miniatures, like people's kill teams or whatever. Every once in a while, when like my psychic damage has been too strong, I'm like, I need to do something completely irrelevant and something just like with trash I have. And so I made that just for fun. And then Maud Bogbody did the Rat King game. And I'm like, oh, well, I can use this for something. So see, it's like productive too. And then when you guys announced Rusted Demon, like since we had no idea like how many people were going to show up, I was like, oh, like if the boys are putting a competition, like I don't really enter painting competitions, but I'm like, I'll throw down for this. Like it's cool. Like everybody's going to be in a room together. So it was like just a nice place to be like, I guess this isn't only going to sit on my desk.
And then it was much bigger than all of us anticipated.
Yeah, it was huge.
How did you then get involved with that world going into Hondius?
So I also met everyone in Richmond.
Yeah.
It's a
Really?
Small
Yeah.
place.
No, well, so I at the time was living in Arlington, so right outside of Washington D.C., 3 hours from Richmond. And though I've interacted all like Instagram and Discord with some people, especially like during COVID, was a lot of the like indie mini sculpting groups and stuff. But it's a lot more, mostly European. I think now it's a pretty good mix.
The
But,
Indie Makers Collective? Yeah.
Yeah, and so I did that a lot, and so like, as someone who travels a lot for work and moves, I've never lived in a state super long except for California at the time. So all my friends are spread out. I didn't really have a local scene, and so I was just doing work in my house and then traveling for work. When I saw Martin posting about it, like I already followed him because his art's cool. We all already know this. I was just like, oh, shit, like that's nearby. I DM'd him like, hey, if you ever do this again, like I'm so close, I would love to take part or help or whatever. Because at the time too, I've already like been doing my own like private events of like immersive horror gaming and stuff. So I'm like, oh, it's cool to see like events happening. Like I just want to get more involved in a scene.
Yeah.
And he was like, oh, like the game's full, but like you could just show up if you want. Like maybe bring a board. Like that'd be helpful. So I was like, okay, cool. Like I knew nobody there. I just showed up and
I think you and I had like talked like a week prior. We were talking about like grimdark underwear or something. It was like one of the
not impossible.
Yeah, one of the first conversations we ever had. It was like very, very random.
because like I knew Steven before then,
Yep.
just because he DM'd me randomly and was like, I can't remember exactly what this is Big Boy Game Time Steven. I can't remember what he's messaged me, but I was like, this is weird. He's either a weird guy or he's cool. I don't know.
I need to either block this guy or he's going to be my best
No,
friend.
truly. And luckily it was the latter.
You know,
Yeah.
both though. Honestly,
So like I knew you guys knew each other, and so there was like a more openness to like interact with you because I'm like, well,
Yeah.
if Steven likes you, you gotta be cool.
Yeah.
But I don't think we really knew each other.
No, I literally
at all.
walked right up to you and I was just like, hey, we talked about underwear or something. We just started talking. And then matchmaking like happened and I was like, fuck, that's really rude. I just walked away from that guy. And then luckily, Martin, when they did the pairings, I was on your board.
Oh, yeah.
And then you were standing there and I was like, oh, now I can talk to this guy more.
your
But-
board was awesome, dude. I remember that board
Skull.
still.
Red Skull.
I literally have never played a single game on it. I made it for Warcry, and then COVID happened, and then I moved across country, and I never did anything on it. So it's also like I stuck by there because I'm like, I want to see anyone play on
Yeah,
this.
yeah.
Yeah.
Someone
Like,
touch this thing,
See if
please.
this works.
But truly, like, I mean, at that point too, we were still green as far as board making and like kind of seeing everything. You had so much texture on the ground alone, not even like the obstacles or the terrain pieces. And I was like, damn, that is like a part that I never would have ever cared about or like wanted to care about.
Yeah, truly ignoring my love of like making movie miniatures, like hyper detailed miniature stuff. I love hiking and camping. I love being in the woods so much. And so I'm like, truly every time I go outside, I'm like, man, I got to make some more fucking trees. Yeah. Like moss and roots are so cool. So when I made that, and I'm like, well, if I don't play a game, I'll use it for photo shoots or something. It's just like I'm not Googling like forest inspiration. I'm like, no, I'm out there all the time.
Yes,
so I'm like, I want to just try to make a realistic woods, and woods have texture.
Right.
Woods have things on the ground. And like, it's like the, you know, you're making your own little terrainscape just as an enjoyment of being outside.
Yeah.
Man, we should do a little camping trip.
Dude, when?
Yeah, right? We should do a little
Almost like
like
someone tried to schedule one all last summer.
Who did?
I'll go. You didn't ask me.
Okay, here's full stop, Shane. Sorry, I gotta.
I do.
I'm gonna. No. Let's bring up that group chat right now because I remember naming dates, bro.
Yeah.
I remember naming dates for my birthday.
I do too.
And I remember you saying no. All right, so maybe jump across this table right now, motherfucker.
Terry,
I remember naming dates, multiple dates, and you said, "Oh, actually,
that doesn't work.
I'm actually busy.
That doesn't work.
Oh, that one doesn't work either. Actually, I'm going here during that date, so I can't actually. I bring up the freaking chat right now, brother. I'll jump over this goddamn table and get you even at 11 o'clock at night right now. Oh, buddy, you better believe it.
Hey,
All right,
I would go camping with you anytime.
thank you, Steve.
Yeah.
Anyways, let's plan something out.
Camping's
Even
cool.
if Gage is busy, we're freaking going.
Oh my God. Do you think we have time for questions from the Hive?
Yes, but is there anything else that you would like to say or any other questions that we want to ask? Because I feel like, this will definitely not be the last. Now that you're here and you live with us, both literally and figuratively live with us.
Also, more importantly, how do people get a hold of you to keep that printer a-burning?
So if you want to get a hold of me as Shane and my personal stuff, that's the Blind Man on Instagram. For the printer and like the professional stuff is like the Flagellant the Fool on Instagram. You could also email me at grubgrubpress@gmail.com. And though it sounds like I might have been pitching the thing, because I'm happy to print your stuff, I think DIY is so good that if you're like, no, I don't want to pay you to print something, I want to figure out how to make that in my own house, please message me and I will tell you everything I bought. Like it's not like it's not cheap to get, but it's something you can buy piecemeal and it is fully attainable. So don't be afraid to also just ask in that sense. Like I believe in no secrets.
I'd say your whole setup is like 10 by 10.
Yeah.
What's
It
probably
doesn't take up a ton of space.
the printer is the most expensive part?
Oh,
right?
yeah.
What is
Like-
that? Like a couple grand? Like
That was like $2,000.
yeah.
But it's also like the XL printer, so you can get a printer that is that nice and is smaller size if
Yeah.
you're doing smaller zines. So like there's a way to do
If you're
it.
doing digest type
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah, so don't buy the new PS6 and just buy a cool printer and start.
Yeah, and your life will be
making
better in
books.
every way.
Your
I will
life will be
say-
better in every way.
Boomer
My
ass.
computer setup that I just bought recently would have paid probably for a good amount of that equipment. So instead of getting a PC that you'll just play a game that's 20 years old on,
No.
just buy a printer setup.
And then load Linux onto your computer.
Well, don't do that.
don't
Dude, I'm on the Paul wave.
That's
We
the
know.
wrong, that's the wrong wave to be on.
I want to go down that road. Listener, help
Paul
you.
will
Push
be able
me
to
along the road.
half-assed help you through the whole thing.
Terry is one of my absolute best friends in this whole wide world. You do not have enough time for that wave.
Look at
Okay,
Paul
okay.
trying to do it.
I
Painter
know.
has to go to his house like every other day to help him figure it out.
Painter, help me out.
Painter, I need you. Painter, what do you do when your whole computer
How do I
doesn't turn
screenshot
on?
Painter? I don't know what's going on.
Painter, I can't install Counter-Strike. What's going on?
Painter, Discord does not work on Linux. What am I doing?
Painter, my games keep crashing over and over. What's going on?
I don't get it. This fucking computer. At least my data's safe.
Paul, go back to Mordheim, brother.
Such a funny Paul impression. It's like so good. Anyways, where were we?
We're Shane,
sorry.
closing words before we
Yes,
go
sorry.
into questions from the guys.
Oh, yeah. That's good.
Words have been closed.
All
right. God.
Words have been closed. Now you have to say it, Shane, as a.
I gotta go pee.
You have to
Go
go
pee while he says it. Go pee while he says it.
No, go pee quick, and then we'll just.
No, say it. Questions from the guys.
Shane, we're gonna transition into some.
Questions from the fries that didn't get delivered.
Oh my god, I forgot about the fries.
I didn't.
And that was great, by the way.
Thank you.
3 hours later.
He's on the phone with the fry guys. Anyways, did you have a question that you were going to read us off, or are we waiting for the question master Gage to read it?
Question Master.
There's a couple on here.
You already did questions from the guys?
Yes,
From the fries.
Shane did.
Dude,
Yeah, dude. Sorry.
I'm so sorry I missed it.
No, we are as well.
It better be a good question.
It was a good piss, I'll tell you that. Tinker Train asks, if you had the chance to design your own friendly local game store from the ground up, what unique features, services, or community ideas would you add that you don't usually see in a typical shop?
Haven't we answered this question?
No.
I don't know, but I liked this question. I read it, and I was like, ooh, this is a nice one to answer. I would not charge.
come up with a cafe, dude. No one's ever done that.
Cafe,
ever done
chicken
a
tenders,
Chicken tenders, no vegan
pickles.
options at all. Actually, I would make it smell like shit 24/7.
beer,
Beer, dude.
Here, more beer. at the local
not
game
stock
store.
90% of the things.
Yeah, just not become a wargaming store anymore at all.
Yeah, I'd lose money, but for 3 months we'd just do like art classes. That'd be sick.
That's fucking awesome. That's a real answer rather than Steve and I just being petty.
I'm not being petty.
He loves beer
being
and
hateful.
chicken tenders.
Yeah, truly more community involvement. Shout out LA War Games. They're the only store I see on any fucking social media or anything that is doing. I'm literally wearing their shirt right now. That is doing like cool indie shit or like involvement in the community to such a degree that it's not just like showing off their boys game or like
They are showing off my
It's like
game.
multiple indie games on the calendar weekly.
weekly, dude. That's what I'm saying. It's like Flames this day, Sunrot this day, Tonks this day. They're doing like fucking everything they can to be like, don't play the big game.
They've ordered from me 3 times.
That's
10 books
awesome,
of time.
dude. That's so sick. You know what I mean?
And it's like, what are you fucking stupid? What are you stupid LGSs? I mean, your goal is to get butts in the seats.
Yes.
Your goal is to get people in there.
Yes.
If you're like, oh, you know how to paint minis and you're willing to teach people, you can teach mini painting Tuesday. Why don't you do that? Why don't you Tuesday you bring all your friends, you teach them how to paint? It doesn't fucking matter. They're going to buy chips. They're going to get a drink.
Yeah.
They're going to pay you money. It costs $0 for them to come in and take up a seat and
Whoa.
paint fucking minis.
They're taking up a spot in the
Bro,
store. It costs
that's
electricity
true.
for me to run the business.
That's true.
I would not be running this electricity if they weren't there.
Yeah.
And, it's just like get people in by opening it up rather than being like, nope, unless
Yes.
you're doing this, unless you're playing 11th edition 40K,
Yeah.
you can't.
Yeah, like Shane said, like art classes, anything. Dude, like crossover events would be sick.
Yeah.
Book a noise show at your store.
No,
Right?
don't do that.
Well, just like any
Book anything that is adjacent
things that are
to the
different
hobby.
and
Yeah.
will bring people in because it's like ultimately you're making most of your money off selling fucking chips and sodas.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we
So-
get it. You sell products, but your products are all a community-based activity. So make your place a community space.
Yes.
If I'm choosing to walk into your store to pay more than I could from sitting on my computer chair
Amazon's evil,
And-
but they're cheaper.
by saving $20 by going to Amazon, you've got to give me a reason to go there.
The difference between a store that sells games and a local game store is the community.
Yes.
So ignoring that, it
Truly.
means you're not going to have a local game store.
I mean, look at
Yeah.
Ryan.
Yeah. Going up.
Crypt, like he gets it. Like, oh, I do a noise show, and now all the noise head dudes now play games.
Yes, yeah.
in the
Yeah.
store.
The Dungeon Sense show gets a whole new crew in there. You know what I mean?
Yes.
It's like him running games at a I think it's a bar or a brewery down the street to getting crossover events in his local community. Anytime something happens in Providence, he's the first one to offer sanctuary or get people in the door a different way. It's like it's so
I feel like it's easy, and everyone just ignores that part of
because the thing is, I think these people are they get to a point where they're just like, this is a business, and I actually don't give a shit.
If
Like,
it doesn't immediately make money. If I
Yes.
don't immediately get $10 from you coming and playing, then I don't want you
Well,
here.
the only thing I'll say is if your livelihood is dependent on it, that probably makes a big difference. It probably makes it a bigger stressor. It makes it harder.
you would think though that if you're fucking so scared that you're gonna drown and not be able to eat your ramen tonight because your store is going under, you would be working harder.
Because you would pick a different store.
Oh, I mean that too. but
Well, I
it
think
would
I think
be-
people just get like I mean, it's like anything. You get like so in it that you're like, I can't see anything else.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. To me, it's just like, oh, I need more opportunities then to like to broaden my spectrum of like people that could be coming in here.
Yeah.
Totally. And then on the other hand, like, or on the same whatever wavelength, it's like you want to keep people's butts in the seats, and
Right.
so it's like have different things for people to do that they can change gears and go do. Like if you have the space, like why not set up a couch with a TV with like a GameCube? Because then it's like, okay,
Yeah.
I'm bored of playing Magic. I could go home, or we could just take a break and go play Smash.
Yeah.
And then you're just still there. You're going to get hungry. You're going to have to get food or whatever.
You trying
Like-
to tell me you run a Smash tournament at your store and people don't buy Pokemon cards?
Yeah.
Exactly. Like motherfuckers are going to get stuff. If they're just hanging around all day, it's not like they're going to survive without anything. And if they do, fuck it. Like they'll bring their friends. So even if they're not spending money, their friends will.
What is the markup on a pack of Magic cards? You can't make much as the store. Like I sell a pack of cards to a player.
I think
It's got to be like 30 cents or something.
No.
Now, from my understanding, Magic cards bring in a lot more money than other games for stores.
Yeah, absolutely. Magic is what makes stores. It's like I think it's like a $3 upcharge on every pack that you buy.
Well, that's pretty good.
Yeah, or maybe it's not packs, but it's like it makes it more in boxes.
A box is $50.
Yeah, but buying packs is
But
not
depending
really.
who you ask, they'll tell you it's
Yes.
$70, even though it's not.
I was gonna say depending on the store too, they're gonna upcharge and just ignore MSRP anyway. But
yeah.
yeah, I don't know. It seems like a no-brainer from the outside. Just
Yeah, keep them there.
Well-
'Cause imagine just you could spend all. I mean, like, imagine it's like a fucking skate shop too or some shit, and then you're just like, well, you can go spend time outside. You're bored. Oh, okay, you got to go come in. And you fucking get a water to drink. You go sit down and rest in the chair. You want to play a game of Magic. Then all of a sudden you started there at 10 o'clock in the morning, and you're not leaving until it fucking closes because there's so many different things that you could do at this one place. I mean, a skate shop's a bit of a stretch, but you know what I mean. It's like,
Not
are you
really.
gonna stick around for the show later? Shit, man, I didn't know there was a show. Okay, I guess I'm
Legit.
fucking here.
I mean,
Yeah.
even ignoring toys and games, community spaces are so important.
Yeah.
We should have
Underutilized.
We should have applied for a vendor license from like a bunch of places when we opened the studio up. Like,
What do you
made it
mean?
bigger? Be like, yeah, let us get that. We're a store. Send us that GW. Send us that
We still
GW can.
We still can.
We could just this whole side could be the store.
A store.
Hive Scum is an
Shane's over
LLC.
there.
We could
Yeah.
do that.
We should do that.
I would say Dylan's moving in Saturday.
Yeah,
Shout out. Does anyone want to add anything to that question before we go to the next one?
We didn't. I don't think we actually answered the question. We just said what wouldn't be good.
Community.
Community.
Yeah.
yeah,
Well, that's
and like
good.
adding more stuff
Yeah.
to do
Yeah.
than just get chicken
Diversifying your
tenders.
portfolio.
Yeah.
Yeah, making it a fun spot to hang out at.
The crazy thing. Elijah D. Prophet says, got a question from the Hive for y'all. Have you ever had serious project or total hobby burnout and lost passion for it? And what helped you get out of the funk?
Don't ask me this question right now.
Because Steve's in it right now.
Oh no,
What's going to help you get out?
Not doing anything anymore.
That's you need time? You
Getting-
need straight up time
getting
away?
a
I would like to
strong
never.
back
Yeah.
and a
No.
big ass.
Oh, no, not Steve now, too. First Phil, then me. Wait, I'm still here.
Thank God. Fuck.
Purse filled than me.
Yeah, you think it's just time away?
I don't know.
It's okay to take a step back from things that aren't, you know.
Your
You
vibe.
did it with Turnup, you know. You just were like, this isn't for me, and you took a step back, and like that's good.
My mindset on it is like there are some hurdles that are worth not getting over. In that, like I can only speak for myself, but I'm sure all of us like doing 1,000 different projects of. Sometimes you're really excited about something, and like the sunk cost fallacy. You're like, I've been so into this for so long. I bought things for this, but I'm just not feeling it.
Yes.
Put it on the shelf. If you aren't into it, sometimes it just doesn't restart, and I think that's okay. That's what
okay.
bit swaps are for, you know? Like that I
Truly.
think is such a natural part of the hobby.
Totally.
And like, you know, you shouldn't be down on yourself for that.
No, and I think sometimes it's like putting it down, whatever it is, helps. Like moving away from something. You know, like I think about like I haven't made music in a while, and this year I'm making music again for the first time, and I moved away from it because I was just like not having as much fun with it, and it was like it was just not really like, it was
Just
not
wasn't the
something I
time.
wanted to do. It wasn't the time. But you put it down, and then all of a sudden you look back at it a year later, 2 years later down the road, and you see it again with new, fresh eyes because you've been it's not like you've just been sitting there collecting dust for 2 years. You've been like gathering other experiences and other ideas, and then all of a sudden like, oh shit, what if I approached this hobby that I had put down, but using these ideas that are maybe, that I've generated by doing something completely different. You know? But I don't know.
I don't know either.
It's a hobby, not a jobby.
It is a hobby, not a jobby. And so definitely don't get into the spot where you're like, I have to do it.
My personal view on it is whenever I'm burnt on one part of it, I try to find an adjacency that I can be then stoked about.
Yeah.
So that way I'm still within the world or it'll bring me back in. Where like right now I wanted nothing more than to just keep working on my Black Orcs and Chaos Dwarves and making that like my focus on everything.
Yeah.
And it was like I literally can't do that because of Pro. Like I just do not have the time. I'm still working 60-hour weeks.
Yeah.
It just does not work. So it was like, okay, well, for me to still get stoked on that, like while I was casting stuff for Pro yesterday, it was like in between I'm like bashing a little goblin or like something I can do to get still kind of in the door of it or whatever. But like whenever I'd be burnt on full army stuff back like in the regiments campaign and everyone was grinding on that and I was like, I can't do that. It was like, okay, focus on narrative event stuff. That way you're still, for me personally, you're still in the vein of what you are wanting to be on. Because if you're truly burnt out about it, you actually don't care about this question at all. If you're so burnt out, you're going to be like, well, I'm just not going to do this or focus on it at all. I don't have to do it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? If you're experiencing true burnout, you'll just simply not. So,
And it's fine.
yeah, exactly. And that's the thing. So it's like if you're like, man, I just do not have the energy on this right now because I'm burnt, for me, it helps if I find an adjacency.
What do you think, Shane?
No, I for sure agree with that sentiment. It's even getting back to like the book stuff. I got into that kind of by accident, in that I was super burnt out on miniatures and RPGs as a whole because my day job was all miniatures and all RPGs that I never got to play in. So then I was like, well, but I need to create something, and I still like games, so that's where writing came in and making art and then like scanning things. And so there's always these different tasks where it's like I can still be quote unquote productive or quote unquote creative, but hitting adjacents. So like I would just follow whatever the energy level was at the time, whether it was sitting in a computer and editing a thing, or whether it was just writing a thing and test playing something or painting something. Mileage may vary, but like if you want to be really clinical, you boil down creativity to you get input, you put output, just as it stews in your brain. If you're so burnt out that output is just not happening, pause. Like take a personal vacation. That doesn't mean go somewhere. Like that could be I'm going to play a video game that I used to love because that'll get you excited. That's input. I might just give myself a movie night. That's input. Like I might watch a YouTube video of somebody else hobbying. That could be input. It's like you don't sometimes like listen to your body. If your body's telling you it's not happening right now, punching your head through a wall isn't going to fix it.
Yeah,
Totally.
It's like sometimes you make a commitment and it's like, well, you don't really have that choice, right? Like you have to push through this thing, but then okay, I burnt myself out on this. I need to give myself a little treat. Like the Rat King mini, that was my little treat after some truly miserable commissions because I'm like, I want to make something. I'm encouraged by nothing, so let me just play with some garbage real quick. Like give yourself a little treat. You deserve it.
I mean, that's kind of what doing Under the Dice was. Mm-hmm. Like Under the Dice 7 was literally me like, I'm not touching models. I don't want to touch models. I actually don't care about making any models.
It's adjacent. Yeah.
Yeah. And you are, even though you would probably not agree with me, you're a pretty artistic dude. And you do a lot of things that aren't mini related, and you do them very well. I can think of puppets. I can think of like boxes, dioramas, things that you've done that aren't, that may be minis adjacent, but like you're a pretty creative guy. And I think it might be cool, like now that you're like meh about this side of it, to maybe explore those other sides of it and be like, well, let's see if I lean into the other freak world. You know, maybe there's a Steve puppet show in our future or something like that. A
Listen.
World War I themed puppet show coming up, and we'll film it and put it on YouTube, and it'll be like a freaking
It's gotta
sick
be
little
like
thing.
that.
I
that
mean-
Spanish guy with the Lego
Dude,
or the putty.
I love that
Dude,
guy.
he's the best guy in Instagram.
You know,
Have
like
you seen
maybe
that guy?
no.
He makes little battleships out of Play-Doh and then does World War II, like,
It does the craziest sound effects.
and then like smushes the ships, and they're done
They're
pretty
done
good.
awesome. Yeah.
So maybe this is the time for like even just it doesn't need to be like, you know, you're not like I'm throwing my movies in the
No.
trash, but like maybe it's
I would never.
maybe it's time to figure out just something else to kind of
Yeah,
stretch yourself.
it's like and it's one of those things too, like the barrier of entry. If you like put everything else out of the way and set yourself for success, like you'll create and you'll make and you'll have fun. And that's like kind of been my barrier with doing stuff like that, with like, oh, well, my sewing machine's not working, so I have to do everything by hand, and I don't want to do everything by hand. So until I get a new sewing machine or Brian helps me fix it, like he's been saying he would for months,
You should hit up Tyler is all right at painting.
you know,
Oh damn.
He's really good.
does he have a sewing machine? I didn't think he used a sewing
He
machine.
probably
I thought
has
it was.
4,000 sewing machines.
I thought he did everything by hand.
I have no idea.
I'm pretty sure he does.
He does both.
I'm trying to phrase this in a way where I can still be in his good graces because he will execute you for saying that. That's his job. You
I know.
that,
I
right?
know. I know it's his job. I thought he was just an insane person.
No, I mean he'll do both, but
I thought he was also an insane person who hand
I
stitches
literally thought he was
everything.
hand stitching every costume.
not all of them. He fixed Sterling's sewing machine like a month ago, so
Oh.
he could absolutely fix yours.
Okay.
Cool.
That's nice. I'll have him do that. I'm pretty sure it's just a bobbin issue. Like I bought a bobbin that doesn't fit in my fucking thing.
Bobbins is, dude, always.
Fucking
Bobbins
Bobbins
is,
and
dude.
Saxville Bobbinses, dude. I fucking hate those guys.
Yeah, I've been really. It's funny you say that though, because I've been wanting to make these paper mache like puppets, like hand puppets.
God, Steven,
That-
you're making me. I'm freaking fully torqued right now. You're talking about it.
I had this book, and these stupid puppets live in my head because my mom got me this book when I was like very young, and it was like puppet making, paper mache puppet making. And I used to want to make the guy all the time, and I never could figure out how to do paper mache when I was in like the 5th grade.
We were just talking about paper mache like
Oh.
a second ago, dude. We got it.
Now's the time.
We might be able to fuck around and make some
We
weird
definitely
fucking
do that.
paper mache,
Paper mache
shit.
night. Let's go.
We can do
Because
that
we got a
whenever you
bunch of
want.
fucking paper over here. That's
Literally
I'm not
a
kidding.
bottomless supply of paper scraps.
It was really funny the other night when we were building. I was like, "Hey Shane, you got any scrap paper in here that you don't need?" He's like, "No, but I have like good paper you can just use." And I was like, "No, it can't take the good stuff."
This might be a kind of a cool little sidetrack because I'll go with you on this fucking
Yeah.
journey if we want to just be weird for a
I'm
little
very
bit and do
interested
like
in staying there. Let's go.
Let's do it.
When you start doing paper mache set designs, I want to learn from that and then bring it back into this world. I want paper
I
mache.
figured we could just do that.
paper mache terrain.
yeah.
That's literally what the old ore cuts are.
I mean, yeah.
They were cardboard with paper
Yeah.
mache all over them.
Like I'm thinking more in like the let style of like the flame or the buildings they've been doing, or like the, you know what I mean. You know what I'm
Like the
talking about.
paper craft, like
Yeah, yeah.
Oh yeah, where it's just like
Yeah.
printed and then
Yeah, that's what I'm.
their stuff's sick.
super cool.
I would say the only thing that I want to add to this idea of burnout is like I feel like I found making stuff, and Shane, I like wonder if you'll agree with this. Like, I feel like pacing is so important, and personal pacing is something that you can only learn through getting burnt out. I think getting burnt out is an important part of the creative process, and I feel like I've said this on Hive Scum before, where it's like you learn your limits by getting burnt out. So then you can notice the signs a little bit better next time. You might still just run into the wall next time and be like, fuck, I got burnt out again. But every time you get burnt out, you learn the warning signs a little bit more and you go, oh, I got to fucking slow down. I got to like do a little bit less right now because like, I got to take a night where I go to bed at 8 o'clock or I go read for a while or I watch a movie or, you know, like you said, like pull out a video game that you haven't played in a while and just like do that for like a whole week so you can be like, or just a day or whatever. So you can then start moving forward again. Like you slow your pace down. And it's like, I feel like being a creative person is all about learning like at what speed you can go and not burn all your gasoline.
Yeah, there's a reason why historically it's been damaging to the human body to be obsessively creative.
Cutting your ear
I
off.
mean, amongst many other things. But like you 100% agree, it's like just because you're not in a gym doesn't make this not a muscle, right?
Yeah.
Learn your limits, and that way you can, like, as someone who isn't a chronic overworker, I'm like, no, I'm going to hit my head against the wall. Like, I'm going to keep doing it.
Yep.
But then I'm like, oh, I know that this project is going to make me hit my head against the wall. I can save a little reserve of energy for the thing. So the more you learn where that is, you can be more willingly to push yourself to it or push yourself past it, as opposed to just getting like screwed over because it just came out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think something that might help too, like I've been saying about my desk and like work at home in my office, and I think like, I don't know why, like I think this is something all of us do in the hobby world, is where we set up our office or our space like it's just miniature centric. It's not for anything else. And I feel like when I reevaluate everything, it might some of the
become
model,
a workbench.
It might just be a workbench. And all the hobby stuff might like miniature hobby stuff
Yeah.
is just going to go in a drawer,
Which is
and I will only look at it when I'm doing that.
Yes.
Otherwise, it's just going to be tools of creativity and trade
Yes.
and like having fun when you're there. Like, oh, what can I
Yes.
use to just make?
Yeah, as the opposite side of that, because I just do too many different mediums, I've always had to have a multi-purpose desk, and I'm a huge fan of like, get yourself one, even a cheap ass pull-out drawer, so you can be like, well, cool. This is my one cutting mat with my miniatures on it. I don't even have to clean it up. It's now in the drawer when I want to pull that out. So that way you leave your desk as close to a blank slate as possible, so you can follow
Yes, baby. That's
whatever energy you have for that day.
Yes, motherfucker. Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah. I think the best thing that ever happened to me was moving my shit out to the garage.
Yeah.
Because especially now that's like I'm kind of getting into like working on cars. It's like I can walk. I can be like, it's 8 o'clock. Baby's asleep. The world is my oyster. You know, like
Wrenching.
I'm pulling a fucking car in and changing my oil if that's what I feel like. I got a whole workbench where I can cut wood and shit if I want to build more shelves or do whatever shit there. Or I got my mini shit set up, or I got drawing space set up. You know, like you were saying, like having space to stretch and sort of decide and choose your own adventure every night.
When you're
Oh,
deleting
my
the
God.
mental hurdle that is, man, I kind of want to draw tonight, but my desk's covered in miniatures. I don't want
Yes.
to clean up tonight,
Yeah.
so I'm going to do nothing instead and be annoyed.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like, you just got to give yourself, clean your desk once a week. I don't
Oh.
do that, but you should do that.
Yeah.
Just like, give yourself the space.
I do 15 minutes at the end. It's 15 minutes. You can get so much shit. Dude, and it usually doesn't even take me 15 minutes, but like just
To pick
whenever
your desk up, it's 5 minutes.
whenever you're
We
like,
cleaned the entire studio the other day in like 10 minutes tops.
Yeah,
and I was
exactly.
like,
And that was with sweeping the floor.
yeah, I was
Well-
like, there's no fucking way. I mean, we kind of trashed it immediately right after when we stomped on that.
as
siege
you
tower.
should, as
That
like
was fun.
making stuff,
Yeah.
it's like make a mess.
Yeah.
But yeah, it doesn't take very long to clean up, and so people should. I mean, I don't know. Do whatever you want. People work in different ways.
Do whatever you want.
Well, listeners, let us know. When you feel burnt out, what do you do? What kind of things do you do? Do you change gears? Whatever. Head over to the Retrust Discord and log on in
Or log off.
or log off.
Go camping with your friends for their birthday.
My God. Yeah, Gage.
That's in the 2 weeks.
Thanks for checking out this episode of Hive Scum. If you aren't already part of the community, check us out at the In Rust We Trust Discord, which you can find down in the description below. If you have questions you'd like to ask us, you can find our Instagrams down below as well. Or feel free to ask away on the Discord. We also have plenty of extra content and other perks available to our patrons on Patreon. So if you're interested in helping us keep doing what we're doing, then you can find that description below as well. Until next time, folks, keep it grimdark and keep it grimy. Peace.